agree with us or not really isn't a concern at this point. The sole concern for us, and has always been, the welfare and education of our children. Parents in this district and across New York State have the absolute right to refuse the state assessments without any repercussions to our children or their teachers. Only a parent knows what's truly best for their child, and any decision we make for our child should be supported and respected. So far, we haven't really felt that. We haven't seen much supportive communication coming like our neighboring districts have. What we see when we refuse is a response letter in the mail after we submit our refusals. A letter that's showing us not much support and is based on what we feel is scare tactics. A letter that leaves us feeling bullied and pretty disappointed. And for some of those scare tactics, it's enough for a lot of these parents to change their mind. I'm sorry. I'll go closer. I'm sorry.
Is the microphone live?
It's on. I wasn't speaking into it. I apologize. Okay. One of the responses we received after submitting our refusals is that there's going to be limited data for our children to have consideration in AP and honors classes. While we believe and we know that these flawed tests do not measure the true ability of any child or any teacher in the school, and they surely cannot be what determines placement in any honors class or any other service. I was informed this morning actually, that a parent was told last night at a parent-teacher conference that her child will be able to be in all honors classes except for math next year. She was told the reason was because her child refused the state assessments last year and she's going to refuse again this year. The New York State Education Law, Section 305, Subdivision 47 states, quote, "No school district shall make any student promotion or placement decisions based solely or primarily on the state assessment standardized ELA and math assessments for grades 3 through 8. When questioning, we've also been told that we're doing our job. Well, we feel as parents we also have a job to do, which is to protect and do what is best for our children at all costs. Lately, we've heard a lot about funding. The fear that someday we may be losing some funding if we have less than a 95% participation rate. No school to date has lost funding for having less than 95% participation rate. According to the New York State United Teachers, quote, "The failure to meet the 95% participation requirement has no impact on a district's state aid. The state education department is not authorized to withhold state aid based on assessment participation." And honestly, in my opinion, what good is any funding if we feel our children are getting a poor education? I refuse these tests because every child deserves more. They do not deserve,
Okay, you need some water?
No, I'm good. Okay, sorry. They do not deserve to spend hundreds of hours on test prep all day. Then, when they come home, it's more test prep, and crying over homework. Teachers are forced to teach to the test rather than the child's needs. It's no wonder that my 8-year-old and a lot of other 8-year-olds spend their nights breaking down and crying over homework. Not to mention, the curriculum itself is harmfully age and developmentally inappropriate. Honestly, this is all a recipe for destruction of these kids, and we're watching our children decline every single day. Every day that passes is another day that our education is now lost. We have run out of time. The time is now, and we cannot wait for you. We can't wait for all of me, we can't wait for politicians to wake up and do something that's right for our kids. We, the parents, we have to choose what's right, no matter what the cost is. We have to choose to save our children. We're not asking you to approve, and we're not asking you to push test refusals. We understand. But we're please asking you for the same respect that we give you. We're asking you for the respect and support that many districts around us are giving, like Patrick Medford, Connecticut, Riverhead, Comstock. We're asking you to please respect us and allow us parents to do our job while you continue to do yours. Sorry. It's been a long 2 years here to looking at this. I'm going to end by saying there's nothing more important than the well-being and education of our children of William Floyd, and I think we can all agree on that. Everyone in our district needs to remember that while all this is going on. And please always remember, our children, our teachers, and our school are so much more than these test scores. Thank you.